他已经连续上了6天班，每天送货14个小时，搞得他精疲力尽。他也想休息，但每次请假，领导都不同意。
You want a day off? It'll cost you fucking £100 to go.
家里有2个孩子正在上学，瑞奇只能放弃请假。瑞奇是个快递员，这一行的好处是送的越多，挣的就越多。瑞奇正是被这点吸引来的。
You don't work for us, you work with us.
瑞奇接下了这份工作，但送快递得有辆货车，1辆14000镑，家里已经欠了一屁股债，连房子都是租的，唯一值点钱的就是妻子的车。
Look, I think we need to take a leap. Otherwise, we're going to end up renting forever. In 2 years' time, we'll have enough money together to get our own place.
妻子被说动了，他们卖车凑出首付，但送快递没他想的容易。瑞奇第1单就送错了地址，车子还被贴了罚单，1天直接白干。但这些还好，最怕的是遇到难缠的客户。
No, I can't. I just need your ID.
Come on, I've paid for it. Just give it here.
I'm not bothered. It's my job, isn't it?
Come on. It's cost us 200 quid. I've waited 3 days for it. Just give it here.
I'm trying to be nice here.
So,
Go
man.
and get...
Oh, man, just give the fucking...
Get the fuck off, you fucking dickhead!
瑞奇渐渐意识到，老板所谓的合伙人不过是换了种称呼的剥削，而妻子没了车，上下班成了难题。他是个私人护工，同时照顾着7个病人，这意味着每天要跑7个地方。改坐公交车以后，本就紧张的时间更加拮据，而且他照顾的要么是不能自理的残疾人，要么就是脾气古怪的老人，有的还会把脏东西弄一身。妻子每天从早上7点干到晚上9点，每天回家，夫妻俩累得倒头就睡。好在虽然辛苦，生活也还算有盼头，只是过于忙碌的工作让2个孩子成了城市里的留守儿童。大儿子很叛逆，最近还迷上了毒药，为了买喷漆，甚至卖了外套。瑞奇不明白，儿子学习一直很好，为什么突然不想上学了
Go to uni.
What, and be like Hopkins brother, 57 grand in debt, and what, working in a call centre now, getting smashed every weekend just to forget his problems.
因为看不见希望，儿子选择摆烂。可瑞奇不希望儿子跟自己一样，一辈子打零工。
It don't have to be like that, does it? There's some good jobs out there. Well, there is if you just knuckle down. Otherwise, you're just going to end up like... Well,
Well, like you.
和叛逆的哥哥相比，女儿懂事得多，她会主动收拾家务，不上学时也会跟父亲一起送快递。这是父女俩为数不多能待在一起的时间。而且因为女儿机灵可爱，他们常常能收到小费。晚上一家人聚在一起，享受难得的周末时光。这时妻子的手机响了，一个客户出了意外，需要她去紧急陪护。可周6晚上打车要等很久，大儿子提议，不如坐父亲的货车一起去。
I mean, it might be a bit cramped, but one will just double bunk. We'll probably have like a little sing song. Up to you. I mean, it sounds like a good idea, right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
一路上，他们一起唱歌，没有抱怨和争吵，生活似乎在往好的方向发展。但就在第2天，学校打来电话，原来儿子为了帮朋友出头，把同学给揍了，还弄伤了来劝架的老师。父母必须得去一趟，可瑞奇快递还没送完，请假不光要花钱找人代班，还得交罚款，只能让妻子一个人去。等他送完快递，赶到学校，才知道儿子被停课14天。瑞奇质问妻子为什么不努力争取。
I've been running around like a blue-ass fly all day. I've not even had anything to eat.
I never get me friggin' dinner any day. Having people shout at me at bus stops all friggin' day. And I can't get to fucking work because I don't have the car.
瑞奇这才发现，妻子不光被工作榨干了精力，情绪也已经到了崩溃边缘。瑞奇清楚问题出在哪，这个家每个人都太缺陪伴了。为了挽救家庭，瑞奇找到领导请假，可领导却开始 PUA， 想休息可以，不耽误工作就行。
This place might look like a shithole, but this depot's a fucking gold mine.
工作像一把尖刀，抵着他不停向前，一旦停下就会被刺出血。这天，瑞奇接到警察的电话，儿子偷东西被抓了，还好他未成年，只要父母来警局领人，就不会留下案底。可妻子的电话打不通，瑞奇只能再去请假。
Get those parcels out of your van, and that's you landing with a sanction. Fuck's sake, you will pay through the fucking nose for this.
瑞奇赶到警局时，警察正在教育儿子。
You've got a family that care about you. I see it all the time, right? And if people don't have that, they don't have family that care for them like that, and you've got it.
这个年纪的男孩很难承认错误，即使心里早已感到后悔，但瑞奇却没感到儿子有一丝愧疚。看着儿子无所谓的玩手机，他彻底爆发了。
You get your phone back when you got what to do. Fucking phone.
场面逐渐失控，虽然争吵被女儿制止，但儿子还是离家出走了。晚上，夫妻俩聊起白天的冲突，妻子觉得收手机没有任何帮助。
His homework's on there, his paintings, the photos of them, all of his friends. Did you know that?
瑞奇这才发现，他已经太久没关注儿子的生活。
What we're doing to each other, eh?
I really don't know.
瑞奇走进儿子的房间，他已经很久没来这。 面前全是他陌生的东西。他决心改变现状。可第二天起床时，他发现儿子用油漆把全家福都喷上了茶。更糟的是，车钥匙也不见了。没有钥匙，他就没法工作。瑞奇找遍了儿子常去的地方，依旧一无所获，只能再次向领导请假。不出意外，又被罚了100。而且如果再请一次，他就会失去这份工作。在家喝着闷酒时，儿子回来了。瑞奇向他要自己的车钥匙。
Don't even know what you're on about, you mental bastard.
Fucking little twat!
这是瑞奇第一次对孩子动手。冷静下来后，他无比懊悔。他独自坐到深夜，不断回想着最近发生的一切。
Like sinking in quicksand. The kids are trying to pull us out with a branch and further into this big hole. I have it all the time.
瑞奇不明白为什么自己拼尽全力，生活却越来越差。这时，女儿打电话叫他回家，原来是女儿拿走了钥匙。他觉得只要父亲不上班，生活就能回到正轨。女儿哭着道歉，她希望父亲把哥哥找回来。瑞奇明白，一切问题的根源都是这份高强度的工作，但他不能停下，否则这个家会出现更大的问题。这天他送货时刚方便完，后面突然冲出几个混混，瑞奇被摁住暴打，最后眼睁睁看着他们抢走快递。临走前，他们还把瓶里的液体浇在他脸上。妻子陪着瑞奇来医院检查，他满脸伤，一只眼肿成了馒头。妻子等着 X 光的检查结果，瑞奇却一秒也不想多待，他怕自己付不起高昂的医药费。这时领导打来电话，丢失的快递需要他赔偿，总共1500镑，可以分期支付。要是不能上班的话，记得自己请人代班。而且因为是合伙人，他没有人工保险，医药费也不能报销。一旁的妻子再也受不了了，一把抢过瑞奇的电话。
£1,000 devices, are you having a laugh? How's he self-employed? He's worked 14 hours a day, 6 days a week for you. How does your company get away with this? Treating people like this? This is people's lives. This is my family, and I'm telling you now, don't fuck with my family.
向来温柔的妻子崩溃了，在医院里大哭。他们明明这么努力，为什么生活却变成了这样？这天晚上，离家出走的大儿子回了家。
Are you okay? Yeah. I'll be in the next room just in case you need me, okay?
Yeah. It's really good to see you, son.
第二天，瑞奇早早起床，在桌上给妻子留言，这是快递公司给顾客留言用的卡片，没想到用在了自己家人身上。瑞奇刚出门发动车子，儿子突然追了出来。
You can't go like that, man, Dad. Look at the state of you. You've only got one eye that works. You're going to kill yourself when you're driving.
I'm thousands of pounds in debt, Seb. I've got fines coming out of my arse. If I don't pay him and sort it out, we're going to end up on the streets, and I'm not having that for you and your mum and Liza, so let me go.
儿子说什么都不让他去，妻子发现后也追了出来，但瑞奇还是决然地走了。在车上，他努力用一只眼睛辨认前方的路。虽然生活很苦，虽然满身是伤，但这次瑞奇清楚地知道，家人不光是他的责任，更是他的后盾。